achievement in manhood. Talk about the stuff to help us improve. Power man for the dudes, shopping in the way we move. Power you with the truth of light. Hosted by Shice, the voice of the town. And Chuck, the benevolent gentleman. Welcome to achievement in manhood.
Oh God, this lady's always on her job. Oh Lord, this time I'm going overboard. You European gays got me fucked up. I'm a natural black woman getting bucks up. Oh my Jesus, shuttle. Worth every check, make it stretch till it hurts. No pork on my fork, no beef either. Still, I gotta chase chicken like a meat cleaver. If they don't match the vibe, then you gotta leave them. Don't fit the outfit, then they out of season. Those salt, babe, words can't assault me. Wish you well like miracles is my forte. Killer cops justified, don't insult me. I'm a real one, like Dick Gregory. You too bitch made. I'm a queen here. Born to slay, whether dragon or a reindeer. Never dragging, never lacking, putting pain here. You gon' get this work, that's a saying here. All shit tatted, I love you like Jack serving breakfast across from a church with a classic. Go say no to drugs, word to Kelsey and Hammer. My grandma and Drew Ham influenced the grammar. Ain't finally famous, been waiting for too long, but still got a stalker like Beyonce and Poucho. More money, more problems would work if I had more. My dreams got me ransom, can never let it go, hides me again. Like a bill collector coming for a fee again. They like, why you look so good? Yeah, I'm like, why I need a reason? Yeah, lot of hate, fake love being thrown my way, but I swear it got me cheesing. Yeah. Always gotta thank God though, cause he got me working harder than my demons. Keep on hitting, I'ma always give you reason. Dream, chase and pray, I never stop her. Nah, dream, chase and pray, you never stop believing. Cause you never know when it's gonna be your season. No, you never know when it's gonna be your Rilla. Spring, winter, summer, always fighting for your freedom. Yeah, Sean, I did this for you, man. Thank you for always being an inspiration.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town.
And I'm your boy Chuck Post.
And you tuned in to the AIM Podcast.
Wow! Which stands for
Achievement in Manhood. All right. So on this podcast, we're going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff.
Everything.
So, but we're going to talk about things on the male's point of view.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So ladies don't feel no type of way. We might even have women on the show. But you better have questions and what you want to know about us. Because we're only going to give you our point of view.
That's all we can give you.
Right.
We can't give you no woman's point of view.
And it doesn't necessarily mean we're going to agree. But, hey, we'll see how that goes. And there might be sometimes we might agree. And you women are in trouble. I think if we agree, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Y'all going to be in trouble.
The whole world is in trouble.
The whole world's in trouble. God damn it. All right. So tell them a little bit about yourself, Chuck.
My name's Chuck Post. I'm a business owner. You could check me out on Instagram at Benevolent Gentleman, on Facebook at Benevolent Gentleman, and the website is benevolentgentleman.com. It's a full line of men's care products. So we have stuff for your skin, stuff for your hair, for your beards. You can get right. I'm
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a brother. I'm a husband. I'm a friend. I'm a former hoe.
Wait a minute. First of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
We gave that life up a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But,
whoa, baby.
Hey, look, we starting it off right. You feel me?
Did this nigga just say I'm a former hoe?
Former hoe, but I'm reformed now.
I second that emotion, goddammit. I definitely. Oh,
let's get it.
I definitely second that emotion. I'm with you.
All right.
I'm a reformed hoe.
Tell the people who you is.
Well, your boy Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town, a.k.a. everybody's favorite host, a.k.a. the celebrity host of most. That's what it is. Podcaster, event host, you name it. Children's advocate.
Bar mitzvahs, funerals, weddings. Hit my man up.
Yeah, if you having a baby, I could be in a delivery room giving you play-by-play. Don't matter.
Get out of here.
That's crazy.
Exactly. I'd be like, oh my God, it's opening up. There's a big head there.
Opening up is crazy.
She is open like 7-Eleven. Homeboy, you ain't never gonna fit back in there again. But it is what it is, I just love to do what we do best, and that's talk our mess. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, we glad that you tuned in.
Appreciate y'all.
Before we even start, if they want to send us topics, they can hit us up on the Gmail.
Achievement in manhood at gmail.com. We taking all different topics. We taking requests. If y'all want us to talk about something, hit us up. Let us know how you feel. Let us know how you feel about the podcast and what we talking about. We might even shout you out on this podcast.
Maybe. I don't know. And you might even get dissed on this podcast.
You for
but
sure getting dissed on
it's all love. You understand? We're gonna have people on this show from DJs to maybe pastors to maybe we have all types of different type of people. And listen, we gotta tell you this. Our opinion is our opinion. If you don't like it, it's on you.
We don't care.
But we don't, we might give you a oh bendito.
I'm not giving you that neither.
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna make it do what it do.
Fact.
So with that being said, let's get into a topic.
Okay.
Give me a topic. Let's go for it.
So this is a submission that we got.
A submission? Ooh. How many ladies how many women like that?
So this topic, I'm not gonna say who it came from. But
okay.
The topic says possible reasons why your husband doesn't want to have sex with you.
Your body stink. Your cooch stink. Your hot pocket. It's really a hot pocket.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't got too many reasons why I ain't smashing my wife.
Listen, I love to smash my wife, but
I could understand that point. Like hygiene, sometimes we get a little comfortable and a little ladies, let me tell you something.
Speak to him, preach. I can hear it coming.
If your man could smell you down the hall, it's a little bit too strong. We're not saying it don't have his own scent, because we all know everybody got their own smell. But I shouldn't be able to smell you from a distance away. You know what I mean? If it's like that, chances are your husband ain't smashing.
First of all, if your hot pocket and your hot cat is meowing before it get to me, we got a situation.
That's a situation.
All right? Sure. And my thing is, how do you tell someone that it's not even someone? How do you, for those who are married, how do you tell your wife that she got a hot box? And how do you tell your girlfriend, if you've been in a relationship for a while, that she got a hot box? What would you say? Like,
that's a good question, bro. I think I'm always the type to not want to offend my wife. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like
anybody. So you dance around the situation?
No, I don't. I'm very direct with what I say.
Really?
With everybody.
So how do you? I just want to know how you gonna say it.
If I'm gonna address my wife, right, and she don't have this issue, but if she did, I would say.
Now, mind you, wait before you even say what you're gonna say. If he don't come correct, I know his wife, right?
Oh yeah.
She probably got 2 guns under the mattress right now. She probably
don't tell people where it's stashed.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
She gonna do some things. So I'm curious, knowing you and knowing her, how that's gonna play.
I'm gonna just say, hey babe, let's take a shower.
That's a good one though.
I mean, like, there's no harm in that.
All right.
It's playful. It's more like, but it's still very direct. Without saying, there's ways to get the message across without getting the message across, if that makes sense.
So now, all right, let's say you get in the shower, and before she even get into rubbing the cat and cleaning the cat, she already trying to get you up and get some, right? Like, what do you do at that moment? Like, do you take the rag and be like, hold on, let me, or put some soap on your hand and let me get up?
Hey, you might gotta take some water and splash that mug, splash some water on it, like yeah.
Be like,
you feel me?
Look.
Hey, look. She might get turned on. She lift that leg up a little bit, and then you can, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you got to be creative. Don't offend your partner, but let them know, because it's something serious.
I can see that now, but I don't think they're gonna get the hint, right? I don't know how. I'll be honest with you. I'm glad I pray, and I'm glad I never had that problem.
For sure.
I just don't know, because I see you going that way, right? Yeah. And I agree. I think that's a way to handle it, but what happens when she throw a fork wrench in there, right? And she just trying to get some, right? No, right now. And you like,
I don't think it would be as bad in the shower though. I ain't gonna hold.
Because I'm trying to figure out, right? Now, how do you explain? Because women are smart.
Okay.
Right? They're really smart. You put some soap in your hand or on a rag and you try to go up under there. She gonna be like,
I know you ain't just put motherfucking soap in my face.
Hey, what you doing? Like, don't
For sure, it's gonna be hella offended.
like, what are you doing?
Oh.
So now at this moment, we both in the shower, butt naked. You trying to get some. My intent is to get you cleaned up so I can get some. But now, what happens?
I thought we was in a moment.
My darling.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question.
Because I honestly feel like there's no woman you're gonna sit there and just put some soap in your head and be like, well, let me foreplay this.
Nah.
What?
They gonna be like, you freaky as hell.
Right, like,
try to get some slip and slide action. Nah, no way. They're not going for that.
Yo, but I am curious to find out how you guys would handle it, right? And ladies, how would you want us to handle that?
That's a good question.
Right? Like, is it better to be direct?
So I got a question for you then.
Go ahead.
Have you ever had a situation where you had to tell? I'm not saying your wife. I'm saying
I walked out.
You walked out?
I walked out.
Okay.
I was, no lie. Forgive me, ladies, for being, if this is graphic, but again, we was getting busy. Well, we was about to get busy, and clothes come off, and I'm like,
Whoa, wait, what is that? Yo,
like, and it kind of like hit. I don't know if anybody been there, but it hits you.
It's an uppercut.
Right. It's like
it's straight up.
And you like,
what
is that?
So again, trying to ignore the warning signs. I'm like, yeah, what? Something ain't right. Like, I'm looking around, but I'm trying to. No, never got in it. Okay. Never got in it. Okay. But I'm looking around because I'm maybe like, damn, is there like an animal? Or is there animal?
Yo, yeah. Animal is crazy.
Is there a dog? Is there an iguana? Something in there that smells like this?
Nah,
but
not the zoo. That's crazy.
At the point, because I'm being honest, because we wasn't really close and I didn't know her. I think it was easy for me to be like,
kick her out. That bitch gotta go.
Yo, nah, I'm out.
Okay.
And when she asked, I forgot what was my main response, but I was like, nah, I can't do it. I'm out. Like, I just was like, I can't. And I walked out. But there has been times that I've had some bad incidents.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Right? Like bad situations, right? One girl was a stripper. Man, did I think I
knew that was gonna be
thought that was gonna be the best I ever seen. And she bad, right? Mind you, I'm probably about 19 at this time. Okay. 19, 20 at the time. So
you're still in the beginning of your journey.
I'm a hoe. Nah, I was at the beginning, nigga. I've been a hoe.
No, I'm saying the beginning of like knowing what it is.
Oh, right. So I go to her. She lives in this apartment building. So the apartment building, I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm bugging, and I'm not gonna put no stereotype on a stripper or dancer. No, she's from Brooklyn. Oh. I ain't gonna tell you where at because it might give it up. Fuck that. She lived in Brooklyn, not too far from Maxwell High School.
Damn!
Okay. East New York area.
Yeah, right on the borderline East New York. Right. Okay. So I get there. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna say her name, Star.
For you tripping.
Yeah, it was what it was. So I get there and the building is already bad. Right. But I'm on the late night creep. So I'm like, I can't be, she ain't make the building.
Can't be picky.
I'm not mad. Get upstairs. She opens the door.
There was roaches on the wall.
Hold on. Whoa, you're moving too fast, player. You're moving too fast. But I get in there, she opens the door. To the left was the kitchen. I see this big.
As soon as you open the door to the left.
As soon as you go in the door.
He painting a picture for y'all.
I'll paint a picture. Go to the left. There is a big hole in the wall in the kitchen, right by the table.
Ain't no way.
A big hole in the wall. It looks like demolition was going on. Now there's a hallway that kind of goes back to the living room, right? So it's a kitchen, a little walkway, a little pathway, hallway. Get there, there's the living room. There is a door to a bedroom right there, and it's partly cracked open, right? Guess what I seen? I seen a bunch of kids laying their heads on the windowsill like this.
Are you my daddy?
Hey.
Swear to God.
On the windowsill?
It's a bed there, but there's no headboard. There's a mattress and kids laying like this. Now, you would think that I would give a fuck and walk out the house at that moment. But no, if she don't care,
you don't
care.
Fact.
So We go into the bedroom, which is to the left. So it came up and she said, "Oh, don't mind me. Those are my sister kids."
Okay.
So I said, "I bet." Now, mind you, she had kids in there. Didn't know how many, but some of those were her kids.
That's crazy.
It had to be about 7 kids in there.
Saw you tripping.
It had to be about 7 kids. We get in there, lights is off. She got that red light. This is when the red light was in.
Okay.
So if anybody knows the red light,
Setting the mood.
it's dark.
Mhm.
And the red light, you can't really tell anything. You can see what you want to see, but you can't really tell. Now, Shorty got a badass little outfit on. So I'm like, I bet. My nigga. Something happened. She turned the light on. When I tell you they scattered.
Oh, nah.
I look, I could have sworn I saw them niggas pick up the mattress and pick it up and
carry
shift it. I swear I thought they did.
Nah, there's no way.
Mind you, not paying attention because it was dark, I didn't realize that the mattress was up on crates.
Oh, nah, that's
up on milk crates, bro. When I tell you I ran out of there so fast, I was like, oh my God, Jesus. Like, I gotta go. So that was a bad experience. So
yeah, that's crazy.
But shout out to anybody who actually had sex with that girl. Power to you.
Shout out to them. That's right. Go
yeah.
get tested. How about
Right,
that?
go get tested. The clinics aren't having free testing at this moment, but
I got a crazy story.
I dodged a
about
bullet.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah, go
All right,
for
so
it.
look, I had a joint one time, and it wasn't too right.
It wasn't too right.
Hey,
Look, it's this pity for me. It wasn't too right.
So I take her to the crib, and I'm like, let me hop in the shower. So I jump in the shower. I purposely give her a washcloth and a towel, and I'm like,
It's about to go down.
when I come out the shower, handle your business, right?
Wait, so you knew she smelled before that?
No, we was at work all day.
Oh, so you was just being a gentleman and saying, well,
like
let me.
You know the work we used to do. Sometimes you on your feet all day, you moving around.
Wait, so it was somebody we work with?
Anyway, we come to
Oh, baby.
we get to the crib. I give her a washcloth and a towel. I take a shower, come out, basketball shorts, wife beater, let her go in the bathroom, right? I'm not gonna say no names because it's too close to home. But she goes in.
I said my name, nigga. Why you can't say your name?
Absolutely not.
You scared.
And whatever you want to call it. Hey, look. So she goes in the bathroom. I hear the shower water running, right? But I don't hear her in the shower, right? So like you know, as a nigga, we know when
you can hear the water, right? Because the water got like this little stop, and then they hit
the drops is coming down heavier. It's not
right,
just the sprinkle from the shower head,
right.
None of that, right? But I hear her talking. It's like she on the phone. So I'm like, how could you be in the shower and be on the phone? So anyway, I wait, right? She comes out the shower. She not even like wrapped in a towel, no nothing. But she naked. You know what I'm saying? She come in. She get on
a whole bath.
Bro, look. So she not dripping wet. There's no towel, like no nothing, right? So she come in the bed. She started off the way she supposed to, right? I didn't smell it at first. Once I slid in there, bro, I was like,
you was in this.
No, look, it didn't smell externally.
You had hot,
bro.
Pause. You had hot nuts.
Oh my God,
bro. Soon as the back shot wind hit me, bro, and I was like, oh nah. So now I'm looking for any excuse in my mind to get up out this situation because I'm like, you can laugh all you want, fool. Look, I was trying to figure out how to get out of that situation.
So she backing it up and it's like, poof.
Yes.
And you like
every clap, it was like I was just getting the whiff, and I was like,
no, she didn't. That bitch is crazy.
Oh nah. So like I
how many niggas that be cooking this shit on 42nd Street?
I had to pull a move where I immediately jump out like, oh nah, I'm not finna sit in this. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm thinking my mind is racing like how I'm gonna get out of this. So I send a text to my brother to like get me out of the situation, right?
Wait, how are you texting inside the car?
Bro, she was first off, I slid up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Just like hit him with the Dougie. He was like,
facts. I reached down, grabbed my phone. But see, like we got me and my brother, we got an understanding where like if I text him something specific, he knows like I need to get up out of a situation.
Right.
So I text him whatever it is that we know. And I'm thinking like, oh, he finna call me and you know what I mean, put me on something. Immediately after I text him, my mom's called me. So I'm thinking That's the power play. He must have texted my mom's, told my mom's to call me to get.
It's a sad day when your mom's gotta save you for some coochie.
Bruh, I didn't even know. So I answer it on speakerphone, and I'm thinking the whole time that this is the play, right? So I'm like, Mom, what happened? She's like, yo, I need you to come to the crib right now. Like, come to the crib. So I'm like, all right, Mom, I'll be there in a couple minutes, right? So she's like, all right, bet. I hang up the phone. I'm like, yo, shorty, I'm sorry. I could drop you off somewhere, but like, I gotta go, right?
You think you about to stay over here with that yucky punani? You must be laced.
So I jump back in the shower because I'm like, there's no way.
I was like, yo, that was gonna be my next question. Bro, did you walk out the house with stink nuts, bro?
I jumped in the shower. I got myself right because there's no way I was finna get in my car, put my clothes on like that. Absolutely not. So anyway, I get in the car and I drop her off at the train station. So then my brother calls me and I answer the phone and I'm like, yo, what's good? He's like, yo, I need you to come to the crib right now. And I'm like, bro, didn't you tell Ma to call me? And he's like, no, she called you. And I'm like, yeah, she just got me up out the crib. So he's like, yo, you free? I'm like, I'm free. He's like, I'll holler at you later, man. And he's like, yo, tell me the story. So I ended up telling him the story and he laughed harder than you did. So he was like, nah, that's crazy. But like the fact that I had to do that, but I ended up telling Shorty. So after I dropped her off, she was like, yo, how did everything go with your mom? So I'm like, oh yeah, it was good. I made up some story. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so she was like, yo, you want to do it again? And I'm like, yo, honestly, I don't know because everything wasn't right. And she's like, what you mean it wasn't right?
When you told her cooch wasn't right? Applaud that nigga for telling her she had hot box. Applaud that for hot box.
I texted her and I was like, I don't know if we could do this again because everything wasn't right. And she's like, what do you mean everything wasn't right?
Are you sick? Do you have a fever?
No. And I'm like, you know, it wasn't all the way fresh. And she's like, oh my goodness. So now she calls me and I answer the phone and she's like, let me apologize. When I went in the bathroom, it was my intentions to take a shower.
Really?
All this, she gonna know exactly who it is as soon as I like finish the story.
She lying. You did not have no intentions to get in that shower.
She actually did. She told me.
There's no way, bro.
She told me she went in the bathroom intending to take a shower.
Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
Her mom's called her because she needed somebody to pick up her kids. So she was trying to get her kids picked up. And the whole time she was on the phone, she was like arguing because her moms didn't want to do it. Then she was like, if I hurry up, she'll be done and she could go and pick the kids up from the mom. At least that's the story she gave me.
It sounds like
bullshit. Hold on. We're going to take a break. We're going to come right back and we're going to figure this out. Did she really mean to take a shower before she came back with that hot box? All right, so we'll be right back after this. This is Achievement in Manhood. All right, peace.
Achievement in manhood. Achievement in manhood.
Look, I let the bars talk, reporting live from the bars talk. They been all talk, ain't no John Q, but we all heart. And I fucking prime without all sparks. Y'all been all bark, you just talk. I've been on ball, next to talk. I've been on tour, y'all on boardwalks. Soft niggas need a long walk, and my beach is better. Black sand, I'm a beast and motherfucking black man with Benji Franklin on my cat scan. I remember faces like a backhand. You been catching cases and you back home taking cheese bait. Ain't no real love, you ain't real blood, cause you bleed fake. Bring the money back, it's like a repeat. I've been money stacking, I need 3 safes. First I cop the packet, then it relays. I ain't gotta brag, it been like 3 days, and I'm still cooking. Free my little blooders who feel booking. I've been elevating and they still looking. Let them stare though, till I escalate. From the stairwells to the escalades. I don't hear well, or they never say when I'm next to them. This how fear smell, and you're never safe. Or you're next to kin. Yeah, enough with the threats. I'm linking with Angie to run up a check. I'm playing my cards and double the bet. I'm still with the mob, come fuck with the set. Yo.
If I feel away and he feel away, guess it's time to get groovy. I turn a page, it's time to shoot. Now it's time to make a movie. Whoa. 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 Now it's time to make a movie. If I feel away and he feel away, guess it's time to get groovy. If I turn a page, it's time to shoot. Now it's time to make a movie. Whoa. Now it's time to make a movie. Whoa. Now it's time to make a movie. Now it's time to make a movie. Whoa. Now it's time to make a movie. Darren with the dance moves, sipping with a grand crew. My youngest a go get the drumming. They'll show you what a band do. Some say that I'm a leader. Yeah, they really know my handle. I show you what I can do. You can be led, but can't hold a candle. I took my shit, cause that's what a man do. You know the prophecy, speak to me properly. That's what a fan do. Better your team, but this is not FanDuel. What do you mean? Your mans get this man. Mind if I talk to him? Fuck that. Watch a nigga walk through him and the bus back. So if you on the shit, young and a boy back. Take a little bit, nigga like fuck rap. Blue on my jacket, yellow my tenants. Don't bring no racket, I bring that business. Different facets, all of that gassing, I bring the matches. I point guard, don't get no passes. Yeah, I'm on guard to bring you your ashes. Yeah, I'm on guard to bring you your. Yeah, I'm on guard to bring you your. If I feel away and he feel away, guess it's time to get groovy. I turn the page, it's time to shoot. Now it's time to make a movie. Whoa. 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 Now it's time to make a movie. If I feel away and he feel away, guess it's time to get groovy. If I turn a page, it's time to shoot. Now it's time to make a movie. 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 Now it's time to make a movie.
All right, y'all, welcome back. We are back. So if you just tuned in, this is the AIM podcast, which stands for Achievement in Manhood. And you already know, Chuck was telling us a story.
Crazy.
So Chuck had some hot box, and he was piping hot box, right? Like he
Whatever
was.
you want to call it.
You was it was you was inside. You was Michael Phelps into the cooch.
I was swimming.
You
What?
was swimming in the cooch,
Fact.
and you was getting hot wind from the box.
Fact.
That nigga's tripping.
Now,
Fact.
before we went to break, you said she called you, and you called her, told her, hey,
Yeah,
I
she
don't know.
called me and basically was like, you know, can we do this again? I explained why I didn't want to. And she kind of was like, yo, I meant to take a shower.
It sounds like bullshit.
But like I was trying to get my kids situated, yada, yada. And so she's like, yo, give me another chance to redeem myself.
So I gotta call a spade a spade. I call bullshit when I see bullshit. Do I think she meant to get in that shower? No. Because here's my thing. Even though she said she was talking to her mom and all of this, she did get naked. Correct. You said she came out the bathroom naked.
She absolutely did.
You said the shower was on.
The shower was running.
At what point did the shower go off? Because I know you didn't hit it with the Stanky Box, and the shower was still running.
Nah.
So she turned the shower off.
Yeah.
What part of that did not ring in your head and say, you know what? I just got off the phone with moms. I didn't get in there. You knew your body wasn't wet. Your nipples wasn't glistening. You knew that the water from the crack of your back during crack of your crack. Yeah.
Right.
You knew that. So I don't think that she had any intentions. She probably didn't think she smelt. And she probably just was like, yo, let me get away with this.
You might be right.
You know, now I'm not saying she always got hot box.
Right.
But
because it definitely wasn't hot the next time.
What?
Right. Oh, so you did give her a shot.
I did give her a shot.
You didn't see you.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So she was like, give her another chance. Same scenario. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We drove to the crib. I jump in the shower. She asked me for the towel and washcloth this time. And I handed it to her. You know what I'm saying? So she jumped in the shower. She came out. And everything was smooth, A1. You know what I mean?
So I got to give you a handshake on that because you a better nigga than me.
Wow. So you're not giving it a second chance?
Not after no hot box. Not after no hot box. You tainted.
So you don't feel like people can have a bad day?
I do. But if you saying, so all right, here's the thing.
So what if a shorty breath was stink?
Listen, all right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Listen, do I have hot mouth sometimes?
I lost it.
Hey, yo, pause. No Diddy.
Okay, my bad. Fuck it, pause. But I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it 100. I think everybody's had hot mouth at one point or the other, right? I made sure my wife tells me if my breath stink.
Okay.
Right? She does not hesitate. Hey. Yeah,
hand through that.
She'd throw hand signs, everything. I thought she was a straight gang member. One time she was like, I was like, is that for what?
Yeah, that's
but
crazy.
It is what it is. But I agree that some people can have a hot day, a bad day. But if that's the first time, you just spoiled it. That's just it for me.
Really?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Wow.
Because I feel like if you didn't take the time, you know, first dates or first time meeting people is all about impressions, right? And if you didn't take the time, you know, to freshen up and do all of that, that means you really didn't care how this went, right? You don't honestly care. I know I can almost remember every first date, not in detail of what happened on a date, but I can remember me saying, "Damn, I'm about to hit a shorty up. I got to change clothes. I got to do, you got holy socks on, right? You got holy socks on. You got to switch them out for the good socks, So there's no way, And my thing is, if she had hot breath or she had hot box, you were supposed to check that before you got there. Now I know y'all just came from work.
That's a fact.
You were supposed to be in your head doing some mental notes like, yo, check the breath, check the ass, get under the titty, make sure you get
lift it up.
You got to do. I'm about to put my mouth on these things. I need you to be clean. And you telling me you was in the shower.
You wasn't in the shower.
My bad. You went in the bathroom. You came out. Now I'm speaking as you. I get out the shower. I gave you a washcloth before I got in. Let's freshen up.
Facts.
Right? Gave you the head.
Because I already knew.
Right. We a little musty. I went, did my thing. You go in. How long was she on the phone, bro?
I don't even know.
It couldn't have been that long.
It might have been like maybe 10 minutes or something.
Was it even that long? It could have been a lot shorter.
It could have felt like a longer time. Yeah.
But I don't see you on the phone for 10 minutes in the bathroom letting this water run. First of all, are you running my water bill up, bitch? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I pay for that.
That's funny.
Then you had to turn the water off.
Yeah.
At what point didn't you say, hey, I need to get in this?
Yeah.
You turned the water off?
Maybe she finished her phone call, turned the water off, and was like, "Let me hurry." I'm just taking it at face value because I don't know her to be a liar or not to be a liar.
I'm just saying.
So maybe she did make the phone call. She thought, "Let me hurry up and get to the kids so my mom's ain't tripping." And in the process, she just skipped the shower altogether.
Because, and I'm gonna say this, I blame your mama too. Because your mama.
I blame you.
And I blame your mama. Your mama know you got hot box. I'm pretty sure she know you got hot box. Right?
Yo, how would her moms know that though? So that's crazy.
She birthed her.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But listen, all I'm saying is this. You should have checked, right? If you don't check, for me, that first time. Now, if we done had this a couple of times and then one day it ain't too fresh, I say, this ain't normal. Let me check. Hey, baby girl, did you do a checkup today? Or are you sick? Are you feeling under the weather?
Is that the cold word?
Right, like I need to throw some things out there. Is there something physically wrong? Because something ain't right. And when she say, "What do you mean?" I mean, smell that. If she jump up,
ain't no way.
If she jump back, she knows she ain't right.
Oh wow.
Sometimes you got the trick her,
so
right?
You swipe the Metro card and put it up.
You gotta be like this.
Oh, that's
and
crazy.
Then see if she go, what was that? Be like, that was you. That was you.
But first off, we're not messing with no kids. That's a first and foremost.
Fact.
You are a grown woman. If you don't know that you smell, something is wrong. Like, you should know this about yourself. Like, we know sometimes it's tough. Like,
facts.
Your breath might be stink, right? You may not be talking to know, but then when you happen to have a conversation with somebody, they like, oh, like, hey, you know what I mean? Something ain't right.
Right.
However, you should know as a grown woman that your joint ain't smelling right.
All right. And my thing is, I've had, listen, I'm a straight shooter, right? It's been times my breath stink, right? And I'm glad I always keep my wife around. I always try to keep gum in my pocket just in case. And my wife be like, If we in front of a lot of people, my wife would be like, "You hungry?" I'd be like, "Mm-hmm." And I keep my mouth shut. And I either go somewhere, go get me some gum, some candy, whatever I have to do to freshen my breath up at the time. That's what I try to do.
Okay.
But if I'm like, like she'd be like, "You hungry?" And I'd be like, and sometimes I don't catch it, right? I'd be like, "Nah, I ain't hungry. I just ate." And then she'd be like, "No, you hungry."
You hungry.
And the reason we started using that was because I realized sometimes when I am hungry or I'm dehydrated, sometimes my breath does that. Why I don't know. And I go, oh. And then after I eat, my wife be like, all right,
it's better.
You straight. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck is inside me?
No, Diddy. This is the first and last episode. I'm sorry.
Yo, but it is what it is. But that's my thing. We have to start checking. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, start checking your shit. Like, do your checks. Like if you going out on a date, don't look fresh and smell bad.
Yeah.
You understand? I hate seeing people do that. Like it's nothing like, and I've been with people, with other couples, but not y'all, right? And you get with people, niggas is looking fresh, looking decent, but then that armpit start coming.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, what is that fragrance? And then the nigga got the audacity to answer like he put this fragrance on. And he go, oh, that's called Elon Musk or whatever the fuck. No,
it's called Underarm Musk.
Underarm Musk. You stink.
Yeah.
Is we gotta start making sure we do those checks. Start making sure we right. If you can't get right with yourself, how you gonna get right for somebody else?
Absolutely.
Message. You understand?
I totally agree with that.
And that's my thing. So the initial question to all of this that started this was, what are reasons you wouldn't have sex with your wife?
I can't think of no other reasons. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Listen, the only reason why I won't give my wife sex is if she really pissed me off and I want to bust in the head. But even then,
that's crazy because that's one of the things on the list was stress, was stop being annoying. You want me to just read the list of
no. We could go through what I wait and then we could come back to that.
Okay, bet.
Because my thing was, even stress though, right? It's a way a woman can still get the dick without.
Hey, just go for it.
We're not gonna argue. Like we might be mad, but we're not gonna argue with you. We'll be like, we're gonna give you that angry stuff.
Round one, fight.
That might be the best part of my day. The whole rest of my week might be smooth because you just decided to go to town. You feel me?
And you might have a gash on your head. You might have a busted lip or something because, yeah, I'm angry at the moment. I don't know what those first 5 or 10 minutes is going to be like.
We do not condone domestic violence.
Listen, I'm telling you what it is. I don't know what the first 5 or 10 minutes of this is going to be like because I'm still angry. I got to come down off my high. So I might put your head in the wall and just be like, oh, my bag. So whatever bruises you get from that, take that as a war scar.
That's crazy.
Do you understand what I'm saying? But I love you. Like I don't think I ever had a time where I felt like I don't want to have sex. Let me tell you this. No, I'm lying.
No.
There's a thing, right? You know what I always hated, and not just in this relationship. This goes a long time. When you try to get some, and the girl try to give you like she acting like she giving it to you out of pity. That turns me off.
I've never had pity.
No, it's not pity, right? Like they feel like sometimes
like you feel sad.
Like she don't want to do it really at first. Like if she's going through something, but you don't know she's really going through something yet, and then you trying to get some, and then she go like this. Look, I hate this, right? Don't give me lazy booty, right?
I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
If you do that, all bets is off. If I don't live with you and I'm walking out the door. Okay, I might not ever come back.
That's
right
crazy.
Now, I never like if you do that huff, like you doing me a favor, you can keep that. That's some coochie you can keep.
Honestly, I would have to think back, but I don't think I've ever had somebody just like huffing and puffing when it's time to like
huff and puff. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about
blow my house down.
Yo, that's. But like the pity, I've never had nobody do that before.
Yeah, I've had that, and I just it's
like a hurry up and do your thing.
Right, like
nah, never.
Right, like yeah, like come on, let's get it over with. Like what?
I have never.
Like, cause here's my thing about that, right? I never want to feel like you doing me a favor. I never want to feel like you doing it because I'm not good enough. Right?
Wow, I never even thought about that.
Right. Like sometimes when they feel like I ain't even getting nothing out of this. And you give me the lazy booty, and I might be thinking I'm piping it, but you ain't even getting touched. You like, is this nigga finished? I don't never.
Neither. I ain't
right. I don't never want to.
I don't know what kind of shorties you be dealing with. I ain't never been through.
But I'm saying I don't want to feel like that.
Oh, okay.
So if you give me like some. No, I'll catch you when you're ready or when you're good because you're not gonna talk about me like a dog. Right. Oh, that's why I wasn't even. No, that ain't gonna be.
Because then they get mad and want to slander you.
Because they're gonna do that even if you giving them the good stuff.
Yeah, that's
right. They're gonna do it because they're mad.
So even more so if they just
Right.
feel like
Don't please, guys, don't let it be true. Because if it's true, she gonna hurt your feelings. And because you gonna notice that anger, one thing about a woman when she angry and y'all breaking up, man, the gloves come off.
That's true.
It ain't nothing you can say
That's true.
to help your situation. The only thing I can say to you is you better strike first, right? Because if you don't, whatever she say first, anything you say after that is because you're mad and you're bitter. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So whoever strikes first usually get the best blows. Pause.
Ooh, okay.
Cause think about it.
No, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I agree with that.
That's even like with anything, right? If we watch the news,
Mhm.
right? We believe what the news say first. Anything after that is like a rebuttal. Is like, oh, he only saying that because it came out like this. That's how we train to
That's
think.
true. That's true.
You understand?
That's true.
So the first story that comes out,
You kind of already played that in your mind as
it's
a scenario. So anything else that comes out is like a spin-off or is less of the truth and less of the truth after that. You're right. You're
right.
absolutely right.
So I'm telling you, but fellas, be sure that this is the last argument. Because if you go back,
If you go back after that, you a sucker.
right, you better make sure you are ready to fire. If you not ready, you're gonna have to eat that and accept whatever comes, right? But if this is it for you, you better strike first. You better be like, the moment she go get to these stands, you better start visualizing what's about to come out her mouth.
That bitch is crazy.
And you better shoot first because you are a dead man.
I
And
agree.
that's all I'm saying.
I agree.
That's all I got to say. So she gonna tell you your feet stink. She gonna tell you your itsy bitsy teeny weeny look away, man. She gonna tell you all types of things.
Nah, that was great. Say that again.
Itsy bitsy teeny weeny look away, man. She gonna tell you all that, bro. You about and you gonna be in all of her friends' DMs. All her friends gonna look at you and start sneaking.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Listen.
They drag your name through the mud for sure.
Listen, if you okay with being the villain, by all means, go ahead, bro. But listen, it's fine. So we're gonna take another short break. We got another topic, and the topic is gonna be what? What are the strengths to a marriage or something like that?
Basically, I'll read the topic when we come back, but it's basically like 3 things you could do to make sure your marriage stays strong. So we're gonna touch on that topic, but I'm gonna read the topic verbatim how we got it, and then we're gonna talk about it.
And I'm betting that buster in the head is number 1. All right. So with that being said, we'll be right back after this. All right.
Achievement in manhood. Achievement in manhood. Achievement in manhood.
When you look into a man's eyes, look closely, you'll see the truth. I'm laying low in order. Calling me and texting me, I straight ignored them. Got a mean Spanish chick, she out Atlanta, Georgia. You tryna talk to her, don't even try, you can't afford her. I know some killers, they gon' ride with me across the border. She open up her legs, I drink her like a pussy water. I had to run my hustle up, I feel like Richard Porter. I had to run my hustle up, I feel like Richard Porter. They tell me time after time, take off. Talking to me, boy, I don't like how you talking to me. Look at my eyes, you're coughing to me. Roll up a blunt and I cough on the leaf to go off on the beat, I go off when you sleep. They don't fit in, busting down doors, we gon' kick them till we get in. Head game scholar, I'm a teacher, gave her straight A's. Grind never stop, wide awake, it's been like 8 days. I'm not surprised by you busters and facades. I just open up her legs and I park in her garage. I'm laying low in order. Calling me and texting me, I straight ignored them. Got a mean Spanish chick, she out Atlanta, Georgia. You tryna talk to her, don't even try, you can't afford her. I know some killers, they gon' ride with me across the border. She open up her legs, I drink her like a pussy water. I had to run my hustle up, I feel like Richard Porter. I had to run my hustle up, I feel like Richard Porter. They tell me time after time, take rearrange your whole lane. Richie with this whole thing. Talk with my cousin, he gon' ride for that whole thing. I got the digits, then I slid like Soul Train. Still independent, swear to Christ, this is a cold game. My wave, you amazed. I get on wax and spaz with the train. Not in my prime, I had to get specific. You burned the bridge and now you're a shame. I'm laying low in order. Calling me and texting me, I straight ignored them. Got a mean Spanish chick, she out Atlanta, Georgia. You tryna talk to her, don't even try, you can't afford her. I know some killers, they gon' ride with me across the border. She open up her legs, I drink her like a pussy water. I had to run my hustle up, I feel like Richard Porter. I had to run my hustle up, I feel like Richard Porter. They tell me time after time, take off.
All right, y'all. Welcome back again to Achievement in Manhood. I'm your boy Shice.
It's your boy Chuck Post.
And you already know. So the topic we just got off was basically reasons that you wouldn't have sex with your significant other. We done found out some things about Chuck. We found out he likes to hit Stanky Box.
I don't like it.
Really?
But it happened.
Get him some milk. Oh, he needs some milk.
He tossed some Stinky Box. But now since we did that, we have another topic, and it kind of like a rebuttal to this.
Okay.
Right. So what's the topic?
So the topic that we received, again, you can send us y'all topics at achievementinmanhood@gmail.com. So this topic that we just received is reasons why marriages thrive.
You know, maybe you should start off.
Okay.
That you know, and again, this is our opinion. You know, I'm 10 in now. You are what?
I'll be
3
years
two.
and a
It's
couple
only-
months.
I thought it was only 3.
Nah, 2 years, bro. Yeah.
Y'all been together forever.
Yeah, and it seemed like that way too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you find somebody who's super compatible with you,
Right.
bro, I don't care how long y'all been together, it just feels like forever because it's so natural. Every day it just feels like the same thing over and over. Not in a bad way, but like, y'all compatible.
Right.
So everything just feels like when we communicating, it's on. When we got respect for each other, it's on. And that just goes to show like the reason why marriages thrive, that's my 2 reasons right there. We respect each other. I feel like her opinion is very valid. Anything she says to me, I'm gonna take consideration. Even though I lead in a relationship, I just feel like your opinion is valid to me. And then the second part of that
That's
is
good.
communication. Communication to me, even if it's not my wife, just in general with people, communication is so big for me because I feel like a person could tell you whatever they want to tell you in this world, and it doesn't have to necessarily be true.
That's a fact.
But I feel like when you have an open line of communication with a person, y'all could talk openly and honestly, and y'all could get y'all point across. I don't have arguments, and that's probably the reason I don't have arguments.
Say that too, right? I've been married 10 years now. Just celebrated our 10-year anniversary. And we had one really bad argument. And it wasn't even a really bad, it wasn't even an argument. She got out of my car and slammed the door.
Oh wow.
And I was mad.
Oh
'cause
wow.
I was like, and again, she know I ain't calling her no bitch. I ain't that crazy. But in my head, my inner self said,
That bitch is crazy.
Facts.
and I skirted off. I was like, I was mad. And I was like, and it had nothing to really do with us. We weren't arguing over something we did or whatever. If you know my situation, you know my situation, right? So it stemmed from something from somebody else, and it got to us, right? And I went to work. I'm heated. I'm like, oh, I knew she ain't just do this, and oh yeah,
Yes.
oh. So I'm in my head. I felt like Kevin Hart.
You gonna smack me, bitch? In front of my friends? You gonna smack me in front of my friends?
That's how I
Crazy.
felt. But it was crazy. We needed the space. And about 15, 20 minutes later, she calls me. I ain't even want to answer, to be honest. Man, you ain't calling me.
Right.
I ain't trying to be nice to your
Right.
ass. She calls me, can we talk? And in my head, hell no, I'm at work.
Right.
You know, I got to stand on my guns.
Right. Don't bother me.
But my outer person said, sure. Right? She comes over and she apologized. But the whole time I know she coming over, I feel like I'm at my job. I feel like I'm working out. I'm walking back and forth and I'm stretching and shit. I'm like, oh, when she come over here, oh, it's on. I'm about to give her the business. I'm about to go Incredible Hulk. She got there. She said, I'm sorry. And I went, I didn't
You couldn't even
expect
be
that.
mad, no.
Right. Because I didn't expect that. And I thought I was gonna get my what I wanted to say out. I
Right.
thought I was gonna be mad.
Right.
But it couldn't. Like it was over. And I just feel like if you find, like you said, the person that's compatible with you, relationships are easy. Relationships, I don't care what nobody say. Relationships don't have to be hard. Relationships don't have to be so difficult to the point where you always gotta second guess. I'll tell you this. Unlike all my other relationships, right? This is the first relationship where nobody's never asked me or questioned me where I'm going.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That was big for me. It was so wild to me though at the beginning. I didn't know how to accept that, right? I was like, I used to throw things at her, like, hey, I'm going out with the homies. I'll be back later.
Just to see the reaction?
And it never was the reaction I wanted because I'm geared up. I'm ready for the fight. I'm got my Timbs on.
That's crazy.
Look,
Like
hat
we be
back.
so used to certain things. Like when we get a different result, it'd be different. I like that though.
And it's never happened. And I remember one time we have a mutual friend from one of our old jobs. I'm not gonna say who, because I don't want to blow him up. But he actually came out to an event that I had.
Okay.
And the event ended probably about 4 in the morning.
Okay.
I'm out in Mount Vernon or somewhere like that. And I said, you know what? I'm hungry. I ain't usually up this late, so I'm hungry. Diner's probably about a couple of blocks away. Let's go to the diner, go eat. My man looked at me and was like, "You not gonna get in trouble?" I was like, "In trouble, nigga? I'm a grown ass man, dog. Like, what you mean trouble?" He was like, "Your lady ain't gonna say nothing." I said, "Why? I ain't doing nothing wrong. Like, I'm for the first time, and this is after me being
For the
like
streets.
free. No. Me being free with being outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can be honest, prior relationships always felt like if I'm not out with you, I'm doing
Doing
something
something
wrong.
wrong. Oh,
It was at a point in one of my relationships, going to play basketball felt like cheating.
What?
wow.
It did. And again, I feel like that's where my weight started to gain, right? Because I stopped playing the sport that I love the most. I didn't hit up my boys like I used to. Yo, what's up? Yo, we going. I used to go to West Fourth. I used to go to Rutgers. I used to play everywhere just to play basketball.
Mm.
And I stopped cold turkey because it felt like I was cheating because she made me feel like that.
Wow.
So when this started happening, I'm like, okay, this is different. So now he like, yo, I don't think my wife will let me even do. I said, let you. And I'm not trying to be difficult where it's like you have to get permission, but you a man, she a lady. In this relationship, I don't ask my wife, where you going?
Right. I don't do that
What
neither.
time you coming
Yeah, I
back?
don't do that neither.
Like if what we have ain't good enough for you, by all means, do
Facts.
you.
Facts.
But I've never felt like I needed to ask. I never had and y'all gotta stop. And fellas, some of y'all niggas is straight bitches.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta stop asking stuff and stop gossiping about every little thing with your
Facts.
wife.
Facts.
Like,
The
again, your
pillow
business.
talking gotta stop.
Oh my God, the pillow talking
Well, go
gotta
ahead, finish
stop.
that. Finish
But
it.
it's at that point where, like I said, I've never felt in this relationship like I have to explain myself.
Yeah.
Now, do I sometimes share my location? Absolutely. Why? Because I felt like when I go out to certain places and I know it's late, I need you to know where I was last if I don't make it home. That's just the mentality that I'm in now because of the way everything is going.
Right.
Sometimes I'll send her a text and I know she ain't up. She sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be like, hey, my last location is here. I'm on my way to such and such, especially if I'm out of town.
Right.
Come find me if you don't get me.
Right.
You understand? And that's a respect thing, not a fearful thing or being scared, right? But I had to learn that because, again, it was so different, right? I was like, damn, we've been in this relationship 10 years. Never really had an argument.
Mm.
Been in this, that one little blow up, which only lasted probably about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Right? In total, blew my mind. Like, what is going on?
Crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. I've never had an argument in any of my relationships.
Really?
Now, I'm not saying that like it's perfect relationships with me, but I have something that I do with everybody who I deal with, and my wife will attest to this because we have never had an argument to this point. And I hope it continues like that. Like, we don't argue. She's not an argumentative person.
What?
That's a lie. That
She
nigga is
argue with you.
That nigga is combative.
She argue with
Okay?
you.
She is
but
combative. I
She
just
don't
had to say
argue
that.
with me. But I honestly feel like if somebody brings their opinions to me, I'm gonna hear you out. And instead of me reacting right then, which is probably going to be angry because of whatever you told me,
Right.
I will remove myself. And I know it sounds crazy, but just hear me out for a second. I will remove myself. I'll go watch the game. I'll go play my game. And then I will come back to you later with the educated response to what you're saying.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, the emotion is removed from them because I'm not giving them an emotional response. And I think sometimes we get so heated in that moment that it's like she's screaming her head off, you're screaming your head off, and
Right.
y'all cursing each other out. And then the next thing you know it, nobody got their point across because y'all busy cursing each other out.
Right.
So for me, I remove myself, I make an educated response, and I come back to you and I deliver that message. Now, whether you choose to receive it or not, that's on you. However, that's the way I operate.
You again, shake your hand. You a better nigga than me. Sometimes I'm with the petty shit, right?
Yeah.
I'm petty LaBelle, right?
I hear you.
Sometimes I feel like, and I guess it's more or less I'm learning to let it go. But sometimes I feel like if you taking a shot, I feel like some things I can't let go. Right? It's
But
not
are they taking a shot from the jump, or are they taking a shot because you responded to something? Like,
no, sometimes if you don't respond, right? Let's just say you didn't respond. Sometimes I feel like I have to respond just to let you understand what it is that you're saying right now. You understand? And it might hurt your feelings, right? I'm not the petty guy where I'm gonna go, oh, well, bitch, that's why your feet stink. No, I'm not gonna do that.
okay.
But if you're gonna sit, because I always feel like there's points in relationships where you should be able to say, yo, like you my bro. If I see something that you did wrong or I don't agree with, yo, bro, let me holler at you for
Yeah,
a
you
second.
tripping.
You tripping, right? Me and you was in a situation with another person, and that didn't go well. And I don't feel. I'll be honest, I could be wrong. I don't feel like I said nothing wrong at first.
What? Nah, fool, you tripping.
I did say some shots in between, but I felt like you were coming for me.
Take that.
No Diddy.
No, all right. No Diddy. No pause. All right. I feel like you was
Let me straighten it out for the people, because right now
I feel like you was assassinating my character.
So when he say a situation, we had a mutual friend of ours who they had a disagreement, but the way it started was from two different opinions
Yes.
clashing with each other. And in the process of that two different opinions clashing, both, I'm gonna say both you and him kind of got a little heated.
I could agree
But
with
I
that.
feel like the person was extremely emotional.
Right. And said
then
they
it
was
led you to responding emotional back to him.
Right.
Not being emotional, but
Right.
your responses was more like on his level. And it was kind of like y'all was trying to match each other.
And I guess that's where I say where I'm trying to say even with relationships, right? Again, I let it go for a little bit. I said, all right, you have your opinion, I have mine. Then you start stating facts. That's not true.
What?
Well, not facts. You started stating opinions that you think is facts.
Yeah.
And it started to irk me because I'm like, are you listening to what you're saying? And you're not. So now it's my job to let you know what you're saying is not right. So and I feel like that's where I am sometimes, right? Like again, I don't argue with my
But see,
wife.
the difference is you didn't take that time to let the situation die down.
I won't sometimes.
Y'all, and exactly, but that's my point. Like when I'm having a conversation with somebody, instead of me responding immediately, because I know whatever I say, I didn't think this through. So I will take the time to think things through, and then I will give you the response that I feel like will put the situation better. And I feel like even in that moment, like whatever that person was saying was dead wrong, dead wrong. But at the same time, I feel like your responses to it was equally as wrong. You know what I mean?
No, the fuck I'm not.
I mean, you have your opinion, they have their opinion.
All right, but
at
did
the
I?
end of the day,
So
I don't feel like you violated. I don't feel like they
so
violated.
all right.
It just
So
was a
so so
misunderstanding.
again, was I wrong in anything that I said? Now, I could take you saying
I don't think
that
you was wrong. No.
I wasn't wrong in what I said,
No.
but maybe how I said it.
Yes.
So, with that being said, I'm okay with being wrong on how I say it.
Okay.
I'll eat that.
Okay.
Right? You're just not gonna say what you want to say and think that it's facts.
I agree.
So,
I agree.
my petty side comes back, but I'm gonna hit you with the facts, more or less.
Right. And I feel like you did that 100%.
Right. And that was my thing. Like when you make a statement,
make sure it's right.
Make sure it's 100%. Make sure you did your research.
I agree.
Your research was totally off.
There was no research.
Right. And you said things that had nothing to do with who I was. So what did I do? As our AIM podcast goes, I shot that nigga. Not physically, but you understand? I felt like, yo, you came for me. And you're coming for like who I am.
That nigga's tripping.
You're gonna have to change your vocabulary up because you tripping.
My vocabulary is about this big, so
well, we can see he keeps coming for you. I just know under pause. What is going on?
But you know what? Like I said, you kept trying to attack my character and what we stand for. And I wasn't gonna stand for
yes,
that.
and I agree with that. I agree with that.
That's when I said, all right, you know what? He's not gonna take it. Because even when I try, and you see, I was going for it like, hey, that's not true. And I kept doing that at first. Then it was
already escalated that point.
And then I was like, you know what? Now it's got to go. And I might have said some things. I know I said some things.
Yeah.
And
at
that point, I really didn't care.
Yeah.
But would I do that in my marriage? No.
Right.
Because this is forever.
Right.
I can't say something that's gonna hurt your feelings, and then we looking at each other side eyes.
Right.
Sometimes you say something, and you might not be able to take it back.
Because that was gonna be my next question. Like,
hold on, before you take that next question, we're gonna take a break and we're gonna come right back and then we're gonna figure out the rest and we're gonna do it. All right, achieving in manhood. All right, peace.
Achievement in manhood. Achievement in manhood.
SOS. It's got to be the best. Yeah. You want the bad girl? Listen me. Bad girl she will want to rough up. The boy a come but he still want to back up. The boy no good so she come for ya top up and a wind up her waist till me hear something crack up. Crack up. Girl bend over pick that up. Me love when you wind slow then you tick tack up. Your skin firm you no soft like ketchup. You them no like but tell a girl so fi back up. The tiny and the teeny way you drive man mad. Girl if you ever get to my girl me woulda sad. Me fight over your body only you can do the job. The girl them face so real tight. Tiny and the teeny way you drive man mad. Girl if you ever get to my girl me woulda sad. Me fight over your body only you can do the job. The girl them face so real tight. We have some Bambi socks. Every girl that tell me say them love this. When me got when them go down and I come up something hard like a rocker. When me sit down in a circle, them a beg me to stop. Work your body, make the jaw them clap. Show me emotion on every style where you got. Yeah. Your skin clean, you no got on a rash. Every man see your body woulda spend all the cash. Tiny and the teeny way you drive man mad. Girl if you ever get to my girl, me woulda sad. Me fight over your body, only you can do the job. The girl them feel so real tight. Tiny and the teeny way you drive man mad. Girl if you ever get to my girl, me woulda sad. Me fight over your body, only you can do the job. The girl them feel so real tight. My girl, make me tell you from start. Me love your body, but don't break me heart. You have a man and me no want get caught. So lick me pon the ends and remember move smart. The boy I watch your butt make him want talk. Body where you have a figure share in a half. Him a put the on, but a me a take it off. Your body good, girl, you me want start. Tiny and the teeny way you drive man mad. Yeah, if you ever get to my girl, me woulda sad. Me fight over your body, only you can do the job. The girl them feel so real tight. Tiny and the teeny way you drive man mad. Yeah, if you ever get to my girl, me woulda sad. Me fight over your body, only you can do the job. The girl them feel so real tight. Tiny, man mad. Yeah, if you ever get to my girl, me woulda sad. Fight over your body, fight over your body. Girl them feel so real tight. Tiny.
y'all? Welcome back. Yo, this first episode is actually, it's a vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
And I hope y'all get from it what y'all need to get from it.
And if you don't, it's fine. Just watch again. Just make sure you tell your friend, tell another friend, tell another friend.
Because somebody gonna find some value in this shit.
Right. Like, share, subscribe. All right.
So what I was gonna ask you was, I had already answered it. The question that I came up with,
okay.
for me, is removing myself from a heated situation to think about what I need to give you as far as information goes for my wife, and then relaying that information in a calm,
Okay.
thoughtful manner so that we're not escalating the situation again.
Sometimes I'm
But
that guy.
how do you handle conflict within, let's just say, in life, and then specifically with your wife, so that y'all don't reach that escalated part?
So handling conflict in life, I'm still trying to figure that out. I don't think there's a right answer or a wrong answer. You have to do what's right for you.
Yeah.
You understand? And however that looks, some people might not agree. Some people might not even see it. But you have to do what's right for you. And you have to also be able to take those consequences if you're wrong.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's just the thing. You have to be true to you. And that's all I can say.
Okay.
As far as handling situations in my marriage, I think the thing that's been working for us this long is we don't let things sit too long, right? I'm a firm believer of, just like boxing, two fighters fight, after 3 minutes, separate, and then come back.
Message.
That's a great analogy.
Right. So if we have to fight or there's some type of little scuffle there or, verbal thing, we separate. That's why it's important that I have my room. It's important that she has her room. And when we feel like that, hey, take a break, but don't leave this house.
Right.
And then come back. Because I always feel like if we get into an argument, right? And we on top of each other where the house is small or the let's say an apartment. If you're in a 1-bedroom apartment and you get in an argument with your wife, but y'all don't want to leave, but yet we sitting on the couch, one TV, and I'm looking like, oh, bust you on your motherfucking head, and she looking at you like, the longer I see you mad and frustrated, the more I'm gonna get mad and frustrated, and then it's gonna get to the point where what the fuck is you looking at?
Right.
And then it becomes something bigger than what it is.
Okay.
And when all actuality, the argument is stupid as hell.
Right.
Because I could barely remember anything that we were really mad at and why we should have been that mad in the first place. So for us to separate and then come back and have that talk, like, you all right, you good? Sometimes you don't even have to explain what it is. And I think that's another thing that we miss as relationships, right?
I agree with that.
We always feel we have to explain why. Sometimes if you just don't want to argue no more, just say, I'm sorry, or hey, you good? Let's leave it alone.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to be grown up to just leave the shit where it lies.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
You know what I'm saying? Because now at this point, you feel like you gotta explain, and I gotta feel like I gotta explain.
Yep.
And now we back.
The last word.
And we back to
and ain't nobody get the last word.
And now I'm looking at you again like, this was stupid. Here I am trying to figure out how we could solve this, and now we're trying to do petty. Oh, because I was right.
Right.
No, sometimes, hey, we agree to disagree.
Right.
And leave it at that. You hungry? That's a
Let's get something to eat.
Let's go get something to eat. Come here, lay on my head, like, you know what I'm saying, like,
what? Lay. I mean, you talking about your wife, so
right.
Y'all can do whatever.
But lay down. Let me lay on you. Do something. But she always be there. You understand? One thing that we always said was, we're not gonna go to bed mad. We're not gonna walk out this house upset.
That's crazy, because that's the second time in my life, not to cut you off, but that's the second time in my life I've ever heard that. Like, an OG told me a long time ago, who's been married for like 30 years.
Don't go to bed.
And he was like, do not go to bed angry.
Right.
When you go to bed angry, all of that stuff starts to fester, and then the next day you start your day the way the last day ended.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, that's so crazy.
And guess what? I'm gonna be honest. If I go to bed mad, I'm kicking her off the bed. I already told her that. We can't go to bed mad because I will really kick you off the bed. Right? Like, and then act like I was asleep. So, but again, you have to hear her side. You understand? And let me ask you this. Do you feel like as men, we have to do more listening than talking when you get into situations with your wife?
There's no right answer to that. Because if I say no, I'm wrong. If I say yeah, I'm gonna be wrong to somebody else. I feel like me personally, I can only speak for myself. I listen intently to what my wife is saying because sometimes what she's saying, even though it may come off wrong,
It might
has
be
a
right.
lot of validity to what she's saying.
But you hate that.
But
Oh.
here's the thing that I like about my wife. She is naturally like I don't want to say a follower because she's not a follower. She's naturally somebody who's going to come to me with what she wants or what she desires, and then allow me to make things happen for her. And that's what I'm so appreciative of because for me, I'm just naturally a leader, but I don't have to make her follow. She just kind of understands like the. I don't want to say roles neither because that's probably not the right word.
But I think that that's a real important thing, right?
But it is important in the fact that just it's so easy to communicate
Right.
because we understand each other and balance each other so well.
So here's the thing. Women, you have to allow the man to be a man. And fellas, you also have to allow the woman to be the woman.
And to have
Right?
input as well.
Right. So we can't, because we have this title to lead, doesn't mean we have to be aggressive with our leading.
Right.
Right? Doesn't mean sometimes leading is listening.
Right.
Sometimes leading is allowing others to lead you first.
For sure.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I could think at every single job that I ever had, I always consider myself a great worker. And sometimes my bosses benefit from my work because they allow me to do what I do. That's a good leader.
And then they take credit for it.
Right. And then they try to pat you on the back, right? But as long as they do it in a way where you feel like
feeding your ego.
Like, yeah, not even feeding your ego, but they make you feel appreciated.
Okay.
You like, okay, I don't mind doing this because they appreciate it,
Right.
even if they really don't. But a good leader will make you feel like you appreciate it.
For sure.
I don't have to always agree with my wife, but if I make sure that her opinion is valid, at least to her,
Right.
then we win. You understand what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Like, I don't have to agree with everything that she says. I won't. You know, we're not built like that.
Right.
And you see it one way, I see it one way, but I have to allow her to have that opinion.
Okay.
I have to allow her to get that off because she needs that. She needs somebody to listen to that.
Right.
And if she can't come to me, the person who's supposed to hear all the secrets, all the good, all the bad, then who's she gonna go to?
Right.
Because if she go to her friends, and I'm gonna tell you this is the honest thing. If you go to your friends, you're gonna go to somebody who's not gonna understand your situation, and they're gonna put their 2 cents in, which is something that they're having bad experiences with from a long time ago, and now their opinion becomes
the single friends or the ones that's not married that got an opinion about a married situation.
Hell no.
That is the number one reason why I really never talk to my single friends about my marriage. I've never. Like if I'm mad, I tell them the situation while I'm mad about me, right? I've never once put my wife under the bus. Like, you know, if I'm upset about something, I'll probably say, you know, I didn't agree with this or whatever, but I gotta figure this out, right? I'm not asking you to tell me what you think. I'm not asking for your opinion.
Right.
I need you to just listen to me as a man.
Let me vent.
Let me vent. But I'm never gonna bash my wife.
Right.
I'll never be like, well, I've never
Right. I agree. I've
been
never
like
done
that
either.
because again, when I get to this place where we are supposed to be in a safe place where all of us are now together, you gonna look at me like I'm crazy, like, oh, you brung her in XYZ, and then we look stupid.
Yeah.
Us together look
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
because of something that I said.
Right.
And no, so my wife is gonna be at a high pedestal at all times to any of my friends.
All right.
Even when she's wrong,
Cool.
I might want to bust in their head.
Right.
But I want to bust in their head, and that's it.
Right.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell yo Chuck. And you are a person that I have talked to about certain things, right? And I will continue to talk about certain things. But even when I disagree with her, I never put her down.
Ever.
You know, and I think that that's important because if we start doing that to our friends,
Yeah.
then we'll start bringing it home.
Yep.
And because it's learned behavior,
Yeah.
like you say, right? It's learned behavior, and I'm not gonna do that. So I'd rather be mad, come in my office, do what I need to do for me, and if we can come back and talk about it, fine.
And you know what's so crazy? That's exactly what I was saying I do. I literally remove myself so that I don't say the wrong thing, because one wrong sentence can make a small situation a huge situation. And then whatever was the situation to begin with still ain't solved.
Still ain't
So
solved.
now y'all angry and y'all cursing each other out, and you still never really got to the root of the problem to begin with.
And then the crazy thing is, fellas, we so quick. I feel like a lot of fellas are not good with emotion, right?
I don't think any man is good with emotion.
Right.
Unless you just an emotional ass nigga.
Right.
Then you know what I'm saying.
Because my thing is, we get, like I said, sometimes I get petty, right? But not that petty. But some of us as men, the first thing you bitch. If you call her a bitch, right? The thing about that is you can't take that back. The person who's supposed to be her protector called her the one thing she don't like to be called. I don't care if women call each other bitches all day, all night. That's their thing. But just like we call each other niggas all the time. But let that white person come and say that,
oh yeah, it's a problem.
It's a problem. So that's their trigger. If a man calls her a bitch, especially the man that's supposed to protect her calls her a bitch, you can't take that back.
And then I think the trust is lost then.
Right. And it's like, how do I trust this man with my life? How do I give him my heart if he sees me as a bitch?
Yeah.
So I stay away from that. So, and they'll tell you, I curse a lot. Everybody else outside might be a bitch.
But not that white.
Yeah, but I come inside, yes, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. So, with that being said, I think we are at our time. I think this was a very dope conversation.
I think so too.
I'm excited to see more, to get more content out with Achievement and Manhood. So make sure y'all tune in, tell a friend, like, share, subscribe, and be on the lookout. If you have topics, if you have guests who wants to be a part of Achievement and Manhood, please contact us at achievementandmanhood@gmail.com. Like I said, we're gonna have a ball. And this was a mild conversation.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait till
warning
you see
right
the next topic. I'm just letting you know now.
You got a topic already?
Yes.
My God.
I've been reaching out to some people who are like super supportive with the idea. And I got the next topic. I'm telling you, it's one of the ones. Y'all don't want to miss this next one. Just tune in. Trust me, we got y'all. We're gonna take y'all for this ride. Pause.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, and also don't forget, if you can, make sure you go to the benevolentgentleman.com.
Yes, benevolentgentleman.com.
Right.
And Benevolent Gentleman on Instagram and Facebook.
And buy product. Get your beard like that. You know what I'm saying? That's that beard that when you eat chicken, it gets stuck all in and the beard grabs. You want that type of beard? Go for it. It's that you got beard butter, you got beard lotion, you got oils,
soap. We got lip balm, we got foot soap, we got everything you need. And I got more stuff on the way. I just can't talk about yet because I'm still working it out.
Right. And if you're a Michael Blackson looking type of dude, don't get the foot soap. Please don't do that. Because your feet already it's hard.
Yikes, that's crazy. It might actually help. Get it.
If your foot soap can help that,
yeah.
If your feet look like you've been kicking bricks and cans all your life and his foot soap could smooth it out, by all means, listen.
Go try it out. Watch what happens.
Magic feet.
Magic feet. That's crazy.
Also, don't forget, shout out to Saucy C. Make sure y'all tune in to Let's Talk Crazy. That is coming back and is going to be stronger and better than ever. We are now up to season 6. Yes. So with that being said, like I said, just support. I'll see you guys out on a road somewhere hosting. If you need a host, holla at me, Shice, talkingtotown.com. You can look at my work. You can book me. You can do whatever. Like I said, I fly where you at. Wherever you want. Like, if you want play-by-play of anything, I can hook you up. So with that being said, I'm your boy Shice, Mr. Talk of the Town.
It's your boy Chuck Post.
And this is the AIM Podcast. Wow! And that stands for Achievement and Manhood. Peace.
Achievement and Manhood. Power you with the tools of light. Hosted by Shice, the voice of the town. And Chuck, the benevolent gentleman. Welcome, welcome to achievement in manhood.